Hey guys, it's Esquax again, and today, we're making peace with the Germans. And this is the peace deal that they want to offer us today. So they want a peace treaty for 10 turns. They want to give us 28 gold per turn out of their 413 gold, which is really good. And they'll give us some luxury. They'll give us a luxury resource. They'll give us some oil. We don't really need the oil, but we'll take it. And yeah, I suppose we accept these terms. And they completely failed their attack. It honestly accomplished nothing. And if anything, it actually slowed them down more so than anything. And it also got their German carrier got trapped here as well. So they lost a lot of stuff, guys. I'm not gonna lie, they quite honestly lost a lot of stuff in that war. And what was it for? Nothing really. Just a bunch of units were destroyed in that war that really resulted in nothing. I mean, I don't think anyone gained anything from that war. I know I didn't gain anything from that war. In fact, I lost a lot of money because of this war, because of this conflict. So I'm not like overly thrilled or anything, believe me. But I am happy though that the war has been brought to the end that it has. Right. Obviously, I would have liked to have gotten a city out of it, but you know, it's okay. I don't really want to try and push anything. I mean, I could demand a city, I suppose, if I wanted to, but I mean, it's not something that I'm too terribly interested in. Poland actually might win this game as well, because they need to become influential in my civilization, I believe. They need to become influential with us. So once Poland becomes influential with us, then they pretty much win the game. And I don't know, I'm probably just gonna let that happen. Honestly, I mean, I don't want them to become influential with us. Right? I'm doing everything in my power to prevent that from happening. I mean, we got 2 broadcast towers being built, and that's going to help us out culturally. But just by and large, I guess we're not doing enough. We're not, quite honestly, we're not doing enough to try and win the game. A university isn't built here, though. Oh wait, no, I guess a university was built here. So yeah, we're gonna definitely try and go for just anything we can to help us out. So that means any cultural building is good, is beneficial at this point, for obvious reasons. Museum, stadium. Well, stadium gives us happiness, so we don't really. I mean, I like happiness, but we don't really care too much about it. Okay, so but going back to what I was saying before, though. So you have so the 5 defenses for libel are statute of limitations, rhetorical hyperbole. I guess so. Poland. I wonder what's taking all of Poland's money, because they're losing 58 gold per turn. Okay, so you have statute of limitations. You have opinion. Opinion is just opinion. So when we talk about opinion, it's kind of like it has to be provably false or true, right? So opinions are largely subjective, right? While facts facts have to be, by the nature of facts, right, have to be completely and utterly objective, right? So it is a fact that so and so laundered $5,000 from the state treasury or whatever, right? But it is an opinion that this movie was a bad movie, right? So me saying that this movie was a bad movie isn't slanderous, isn't libelous or anything, just because that's an opinion, right? And I have the right to make that opinion, right? However, if I say, okay, well, so and so laundered, $5,000 from the state treasury, right? The governor of Arizona. Okay, never mind. I shouldn't use specific examples because I don't actually want to get sued for libel. Sorry, we have no interest in this still, because I don't actually want to get sued for libel. But if I do say though, right? However, if I do say something to the effect of, okay, well, this makes if I say something like the state governor, right, is laundering $5,000 out of the state treasury every single month, right, and that's not true, well, then that's libelous, right? And if that's not true, then I could actually be sued for actual malice. And if I get sued for actual malice, then the state governor could probably sue me for libel, and they could also get punitive damages. And I'll touch on punitive damages a little bit later. Refuse. And the reason why we refuse is because that's just going to make them more powerful. Yeah, honestly, well, I mean, I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm not going to lie. If Germany, if Poland declares war on us, it's game over. It's honestly game over. There's nothing I can do about it. There really isn't. I wish there was something I could do about it, but it'd honestly be game over. There'd literally be nothing I could do, which prompts me to actually save. Because I didn't save during that entire war, but now that everything's over, I suppose I can. Let's see, archaeologist. Yeah, we'll build another archaeologist to go up north, and then let's see. Yeah, I suppose that will be that. But yeah, that would be libelous if I said that the state governor does so and so, and that's not true. That'd be libelous, and that also probably be actual malice. And actual malice is when you publish something knowing either that it wasn't true, or you published it with a reckless disregard of whether or not your statement was true or not, right? So was false or not, you know. So that's basically actual malice. But that's kind of opinion, I suppose. Just to kind of summarize that up, you know, quickly, I guess. I actually want to destroy this, that way I could actually get this aluminum. And then rhetorical hyperbole is basically, I don't want to say it is what it sounds like, but it kind of is what it sounds like. So rhetorical hyperbole is basically just kind of like, it's so crazy, it's such a hyperbole that it just doesn't, it can't even be true. That's pretty much what it is. Christ the Redeemer. Well, it takes 16 turns, which is a lot of time, but we'll also get some pretty good benefits from it in terms of stuff, I guess. 106 is Warsaw. Look at how split this island is. This island is literally just like split in half between us and Poland. So there's the Poland side of the island, and then there's our side of the island. So, but anyway, is so ridiculous that it can't even possibly be true. That's what rhetorical hyperbole is. So, and then there's a retraction statute, and the retraction statute's a little bit odd in Arizona, but what the retraction statute is it limits the damages which can be retrieved, or it completely just it prevents suits, or it limits the damages which can be retrieved if a retraction statement is made. And so basically what that means is, if a company, right, a newspaper says, oh, well, we said something that was libelous or it was false, they could have a retraction statute and essentially say, okay, well, we apologize for the mistake that we've made, and we acknowledge the mistake that we've made, and everything that's kind of here is false. It's either false or it's partially false, and you know, they could go on, you know, doing that kind of stuff, I suppose. And that would be the retraction statement. So going back to absolute privilege, there's two types of privilege. There's absolute privilege and there's qualified privilege. Absolute privilege is the privilege that judges have in certain like privileged proceedings, I suppose, or qualified proceedings, or proceedings in which you have people that are taking like that are doing official conduct, right? And then qualified privilege is the privilege that reporters have, and this is a privilege which is basically where, you know, reporters have the privilege to kind of report on the news, and you know, report on the news and kind of talk about it. But that's pretty much it. So for the defenses against libel, you have summary judgment, statute of limitations, qualified privilege. Again, qualified privilege, just to recap, is simply you know, being a journalist and reporting on like courtroom proceedings. That's a qualified privilege. You know, you're a journalist and you have the privilege to report on the proceedings in a courtroom, so long as what you're talking about or what you say is filed in the format of a report, and it's true. right? Truthfulness has to be a big part of that, right? So as long as it's filed in a report, then you're good. There's opinion. You have your opinions and you're reserved to your opinions. And then you also have retraction statements and rhetorical hyperbole. And rhetorical hyperbole is, it's so crazy that it can't possibly be true. And then retraction statements is prevents suits or limits damages which may be retrieved if a company or a newspaper just decides that they want to admit that they're wrong or admit fault. So that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.